Hey guys, it's Mana and Ame here, and I want to talk to you guys about a few things. When I'm recording this, it is the day after Election Day. Trump won. I'm really hoping, and possibly against hope, that something good will come out of Trump being president. Something not good would be, nukes actually being dropped on us by the people who said they would drop nukes on us if Trump was elected president. So really hoping that doesn't happen. Really hoping that doesn't happen, because that doesn't sound like fun. I don't like normal winter as it is. Nuclear winter, I hear, is a lot worse, and I don't want to find out. But that being said, instead of putting out negativity and lashing out about Trump winning, we should all, work to put some more good out into the world and, be the change we want to see, so to speak. I know Markiplier posted on his Facebook earlier today that I'm recording. It's like 2 days ago that when you guys see this that he posted it. That we all have the potential to make a change. It just involves time, effort, and dedication, to paraphrase what he had said. But we can make the world better. It just one step at a time. Volunteering at like an animal shelter, or a homeless shelter even, or a soup kitchen, or anything. There's so many volunteer organizations that are working toward making the world a better place for everyone. And again, I'm stealing quotes from Mark. What can I say? He's one of my biggest inspirations. And the quote, and I'm going to paraphrase the quote because I can't remember it exactly, but society grows best when old men plant trees they know they'll never sit under. And basically that's doing things that will benefit our community, our society, our world, to make it better, even if it means we'll never get to see it, even if it means that we'll be dead before it happens, before it's fully happened. And I like that quote. And I laugh, and I sometimes tell people that quote is why I want to be planted in a bio urn and come back as a tree. I was out with my mom one day looking at headstones for my grandpa who had passed away earlier this year. And we were talking about it, and we're walking around this place where they have the display headstones and everything, and I see a bench, and I looked at her and go, I want that as my headstone. And she looks at me like I'm crazy. I was like, I want my remains to be in the BIOS urn, so that way I can be planted and come back as the tree. I didn't do that while I was out in public, I swear. But I told her that, I wanted to be planted in this BIOS urn, and that I wanted to come back as a tree. I was like, and then, we can put a bench there, and that could be my headstone, and it can also be a nice place for people to sit down and enjoy the shade that I produce, enjoy my oxygen. And she just kind of looked at me with, that motherly look. In the past, I have mentioned how my recording schedule is. So everything for this week, except for this vlog, was recorded, well, and the exception of Riptide. Everything was recorded Friday, the 4th. And so when I sat down to record Friday, the channel was at 582 subscribers? 580 something. And when I logged on Sunday to schedule the Written in the Sky for Monday, I was over 600 subscribers. So then Monday I decided I'm going to download the widget that allows you to see your subscribers in real time. Oh look, you can't see anything on my phone. Never mind, I didn't. But so I have the widget on there, and I've been watching it grow, and since I've added it, like oh my god, it's so crazy watching the numbers go up. It's already gone up like 20 people since I downloaded it on Monday. And I'm just sitting here looking at it going, oh my god, this is crazy. What am I doing that you guys like? Because I don't know what I'm like. I know a lot of people like Honey Pop because All 10 of my top 10 most viewed videos are Honey Pop, ya perverts. Seriously, if there's something I'm doing that you want to see more of, or if there's something I've done in the past that you want to see more of, let me know down in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. I love getting feedback. If there's something completely new that you want to see me try, let me know. At some point there will be Chubby Bunny. Not necessarily with marshmallows, because Blake gave me an idea the other night, which was hilarious. Thank you, Blake. Although I doubt you're going to see this. If you do see it, Blake, you should just leave a comment down in the comments. I almost said description again. Oh my god. So what happened Friday after I got done recording everything? I went up to Darkenwood to help with deconstruction. And I was following Gina through a door that I had thought was still on its hinges and everything. And as she had gone through another door, and I was a couple paces behind her, when a metal door falls and hits me in the back of the head. And, you know, Gina comes running back in, and they're like throwing the door off of me because it's trying to take me down to the ground. And everyone's asking me if I'm okay, and I'm like, I just got hit with a metal door. My head doesn't hurt. So I'm concerned about that, because when you get hit with a metal door, you would think that would hurt. But I ended up not having a concussion. Everything's fine. My wrist is messed up because when the door hit me, I threw my arm up to keep myself from hitting my head against the door frame of the door in front of me. And, like, I was real confused because I'm like, man, that door's been on its hinges all season. It's never fallen before. Why did it just fall? Like, I thought it was still on its hinges. And I found out a couple days later that someone had taken it off its hinges and was apparently too afraid to say anything while I was there, because no, I was just kind of shocked that it happened, and I was confused, and I'm still confused about part of it, because the way the door was, it was flush up against a wall, and if it had fallen straight forward, it would have hit a wardrobe that was in front of it. But instead, it fell as if it were on the hinges, to like as if the door were closed in the door frame, and it felt like it had been closed like that. So I still don't know how it managed to hit me, but it did, and it hurt, but it didn't. Like, it hurt the next day. Like, my head didn't hurt at all after I got hit, and I was gonna stay longer, and then I was like, it's getting dark, I probably shouldn't drive at night, just in case. Ended up being fine and everything, so, like, everything's good. My wrist hurts more than anything, although right now it's okay. The metal door frame that I braced myself against hit me right across here. And for those of you who don't know, my Dacquervian tendon is actually messed up because when I was working in a factory, they trained me to push this big box out of the way instead of using the pallet jack. And I pushed this box hundreds of times in the time that I had been using the machine, and it had never given me problems before. So I never thought anything of it. And the last time I went to push it, it pushed back, and at the ER they told me that my Dacquervian tendon, which connects right in here and comes down through the wrist, it told me that I had sprained it, and that I just needed to wear a brace for a little while and let my wrist rest and do these exercises and whatnot. And this was 2014 when that happened. My wrist still has not completely healed from that, but it was getting better. I was picking up 40-pound bags of dog food without problems. I hadn't had the issue of not being able to pick up an 8-ounce cup of coffee and it hurting my wrist. It was getting better, and then that happened, and now it's like, oh my god, I just set it completely back. Ow, 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 ow. So, you know. So hopefully this isn't like permanent damage. It's just like it doesn't look bad. It only hurts when I apply pressure to it. I can still bend my wrist and everything. I can move my thumb alright. So that's good. You can still, I mean, you can't see it on this camera because it's absorbing the light, making me look like a pasty white girl. Oh wait, I am. But it's slightly bruised still, but it's healing. NaNoWriMo's going on right now. For those of you who don't know, NaNoWriMo is National Novel Writing Month. I have nothing for this year. I have I had some ideas, but when I went, I written down real quick and entered them into a file so that way I remember them. And I was looking at them like, where did, like, I'm looking at them, I was like, okay, so I have, like, a rough idea, but no direction. Like, one was, you know, go ahead and use these if you guys want to, if I really don't care at this point. But, actually, I would be very happy if you used my idea, so long as I got credit for giving you the idea. Anywho, one was, a journal perspective of someone who was doing research on becoming a vampire and how to become a vampire and, like, all that crazy stuff. Well, and another one was about a girl who finds out, like, her entire life she's been in a lab and they've been doing tests on her and stuff, and she just grew up there, and she comes to find out that she was actually stolen from her parents, and then, like, finds out that her mom was actually told that she was stillborn when they took her, and, you know, obviously she wasn't, because she was raised in the lab and having all these weird tests done on her. So I don't really know where I was going with that. For some reason, cyanotic was written next to it. I don't know why that was there. I didn't add any more detail than that for some reason. I don't know. But, yeah, those are, like, my two main ideas. There was another idea, but I'm hoarding that one for myself. We had to write these stories for my history class one year when I was in junior high, and I just written it real quick. Didn't put a whole lot of research into it, but apparently it was so sad that it made my history teacher cry. Like, she was reading it and she just stopped. She was, "I hate you so much." And I was like, "I'm telling the truth. I'm being honest." And she's just like, "Yours is, like, the saddest, that, like, everyone has, like, a happy ending and yours is just dead." I'm like, "But that's how it happened. That's really what happened, though." I mean, the character wasn't real, but the situation was. And, so I'm gonna keep that one for myself, and I'm gonna go in and I'm going to add more detail to it, because I really love that story, and it's one of the few things I've ever written that I have been really proud of. So I want to go back and, like, do some fact checking and even get it, like, the name I had was a Japanese name. It wasn't even relevant to US history. Like, I had picked a name for the character. I have it written down somewhere. So I had quite a few different things picked out for this particular character, and I'm just mostly checking timelines to make sure the story falls in the correct years and whatnot, falls in the correct places, so that way it's factual yet fictional at the same time, if that makes sense. There's one more thing I wanted to talk about. No Shave November. I did not know this before, but No Shave November was started as a cancer awareness thing. But on that note, let's recap. Trump won. Damn it. Do more good. Lots and lots of more good. Be the change you want to see in the world, and hopefully that change is positive and full of kindness, compassion, and there was something else I wanted to say. Let's create a world that's filled with kindness and compassion, and not ruled by greed and hate. That's what I wanted to say. That was my big point. So let's do more good for everyone out there, and, you know, make the world a better place. And, you know, give peace a chance. Peace would be nice. So on that note, I'm logging off now. I'll see you guys later. And remember to do something nice for a stranger today. You may just save a life. Bye!